What is up, everybody? We're back here at King Film Sports for another March Madness themed video, and this one is a classic best mascot bracket. We've all done it before, and we're doing it here on YouTube. We are just going to be picking whichever mascot would win in a fight. The first time I was introduced to this topic was actually in a Family Guy episode for a couple minutes there. Pretty funny. And now we're going to be doing it with the 2021 NCAA tournament bracket. So in the top left quadrant, first game, we have Gonzaga versus Norfolk State. And I'm going to be having Norfolk State beat Gonzaga as they are the Spartans. I think a Spartan would win in a fight against a Bulldog. I think that's pretty easy. Next game, we have a Sooner or a Tiger. Give me the Tiger for Missouri. And I think that's going to be a theme in this bracket is Tigers winning a lot. Then we have Creighton, which are the Blue Jays, against UCSB, which is a gaucho, which is kind of like a farmer in California. Give me the gaucho to win against pretty weak competition and advance. Then we have a Cavalier, which is kind of like a soldier in England with a sword, or an Ohio Bobcat. I don't really know here, but give me the Cavalier. I think he'd win that one. So then we have on the bottom, USC, a Trojan versus a Shocker from Wichita State. I don't even know what a Shocker is, so give me a Trojan there to win in that one. Next, we have a Kansas Jayhawk, which is kind of like a small bird, against Eastern Washington Eagles. And I'm just going to take the bigger bird, the bird of better prey, I guess. So Eastern Washington Eagles are going to be advancing there. Next game, we have Oregon Ducks versus VCU Rams. So give me the Rams to win that one. Then we have an Iowa Hawkeye, so kind of like a big bird, against a Grand Canyon antelope. And I know an antelope is not very scary for a land animal, but an antelope would be able to take down a Hawkeye, a bird. So then, starting from the bottom here in the second round, I have a Ram taking down an antelope. Then I have a Trojan beating an Eagle, USC over Eastern Washington. Then I'm going to have a Cavalier beating a Gaucho, and then Tiger beating a Spartan. So now in the Sweet 16, Missouri, UVA, I'm going to be having the Tiger win handily over a Cavalier. And then on the bottom, I'm going to have a Ram beat a Trojan. So now we have a great Elite 8 matchup between a Ram and a Tiger. Comment down below who you guys would have winning this game. Number 9 seed Missouri against number 10 seed VCU. But in this case, I know Ram is very scary. The horns on top, of course, but give me the Tiger here. I don't really know which way to go on that one, but I'll take the Tiger. Next region, we have the top right quadrant. In this one, I have Baylor Bears, number 1 seed, against Hartford, 16 seed Eagles. Give me the Bears to beat the Eagles, Baylor advancing. Then we have UNC Tar Heels, which I'm pretty sure is just someone in the Civil War, like a soldier from North Carolina. And a Badger is pretty weak, so I think that the soldier, the Tar Heel, will be able to win that one in advance. Then we have Villanova Wildcats against Winthrop Eagles. That one's pretty easy as well. Give me the Wildcat and Villanova. Then we have a great team in Purdue, a Boilermaker, which is a train. It is confirmed. And University of North Texas, Mean Green, I just don't think that even stands a chance. So give me Purdue there. And then Texas Tech Red Raiders against Utah State Aggies. And for those that don't know, an Aggie is just a student that studies agriculture, so kind of like a farmer. That doesn't really stand up against a Red Raider. Give me the Red Raiders of Texas Tech to advance. Then we have Arkansas Razorbacks, basically like a hog, big pig, against Colgate, which are the Raiders. So give me the Razorbacks here. And a critical distinction is that you use one of whatever the mascot it is. So it would be one Razorback against one Raider. And in that scenario, give me a Razorback to win in that fight. And then we have Virginia Tech Hokies against Florida Gators. Gators easily winning that. It's a very good mascot for this type of competition. Then we have Ohio State Buckeyes, which I looked it up online, and it's some sort of nut, plant of some kind, against an Oral Roberts. And they have the Eagles. So give me the Eagles to win that one. Now starting from the top, in the second round, I have the Baylor Bears beating the Tar Heels. Then the Boilermakers Trains beating a Wildcat. Then we have Razorbacks beating the Raiders, as it is very scary animal. And then we have Florida Gators beating the Oral Roberts Eagles. Then in the Sweet 16, we got some great matchups. A Bear against the Train. That one's pretty self-explanatory. The Train is just going to run the Bear over, so give me Purdue to go to the Elite Eight. And then a great matchup is a Hog, a Razorback versus a Gator, but not really though, because the Gator would easily win. So now we have Purdue and Florida in the Elite Eight, and give me the Train to run over the Gator and advance to the Final Four. Next region, we got the Midwest. In first game here, we have the Fighting Illini, Illinois, against Drexel, the Dragons. Drexel is going to win there, as Dragon is going to beat Human. And then we have the Loyola Chicago Ramblers against a Yellow Jacket of Georgia Tech. Yellow Jacket, very weak, so give me the Ramblers there. Then next matchup, we have the Tennessee Volunteers against the Oregon State Beavers. This one is pretty easy. Give me the Volunteer, as a Beaver is actually quite small, if you did not know. Do some damage to it. So give me Tennessee to advance. Then we have Oklahoma State Cowboys against the Liberty Flames. So give me the Liberty Flames to pick up that victory, as just going to be able to burn any type of human or thing that it goes against in that matchup. Then we have the Runnin' Aztecs of SDSU against the Syracuse Orange. This one's pretty easy. They're going against the color. So give me the Aztecs to win that. Then we have the Mountaineers of West Virginia against the Eagles of Morehead State. I think a Mountaineer, someone who spends time in the mountains, very experienced, would be able to beat a Bird. So give me West Virginia there. Then we have the Clemson Tigers against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Pretty easy again. Give me the Tiger to beat any type of human. Then in the 15-2 matchup, we have the Houston Cougars against the Cleveland State Vikings. Cougar is easily going to win against any type of human competition, so give me Houston to advance there. Then in the second round, we have the Ramblers of Loyola Chicago against Drexel Dragons. Dragon easily wins that one. Then we have Tennessee Volunteers against the Liberty Flames. Give me Liberty there. They're just going to burn any type of human or anything it goes against. So Liberty to the Sweet 16. Then on the bottom, we have SDSU, the Runnin' Aztecs. I think they would be able to win against the Mountaineer. So give me them to advance to the Sweet 16. And then a Cougar versus a Tiger. This one might be debatable, but give me the Tiger there. I just think it's more formidable. Then in the Sweet 16, we have 13-seeded Liberty Flames against 16-seeded Drexel Dragons. Obviously, you guys know who we're going to go with. It's the Drexel Dragons to advance to the Elite Eight. Then we have SDSU Runnin' Aztecs against the Tigers of Clemson. And gotta take a Tiger over any type of human. So in the Elite Eight, we have Drexel Dragons against the Tigers. And Tiger really doesn't stand a chance against a Dragon, as Dragon can fly, burn it up into shreds. So give me Drexel there to advance to the Final Four as a 16 seed. Then in the final region, the Eastern region, first game, 1 versus 16, I have Texas Southern beating the Wolverines of Michigan, as Texas Southern are the Tigers, and a Wolverine is kind of like a big weasel, so it's not formidable at all, especially against the Tiger. So Texas Southern going to take that one. Then we have LSU Tigers, obviously, against St. Bonaventure Bonnies, and I don't actually know what a Bonnie is. I found that it was some type of rabbit or something like that. That's what it looks like on their logo, but give me Tigers over anything like that. So LSU advances. Then we have Colorado Buffaloes against Georgetown Hoyas. Buffalo obviously beats any type of plant. And then we have UNCG Spartans against the Seminoles. And this one's kind of hard, but give me the Spartans to win there. UNC Greensboro. Then on the bottom we have BYU Cougars against Michigan State Spartans. And this one's pretty easy. I'm going to be taking the Cougars of BYU to win that one, as it's a very good animal for fighting. Then in the 3-14 matchup, we have 14-seeded Abilene Christian, who are also the Cougars, against the Longhorns of Texas. I think that a Cougar would actually win in that matchup, so give me a Cougar-on-Cougar matchup in the second round. And then UConn Huskies against Terrapins, which are turtles, so I think a Husky would win that pretty easily. Then we have Alabama versus Iona. Iona are the Gales. And there is some debate here about what Alabama actually is. Crimson Tide. Is that the Gulf Coast waves coming in, kind of looking red? Is that a soldier in the Civil War for Alabama? But I am just using the elephant as that's kind of secondary mascot for them. So I think an elephant wins against a Gale there easily. And on the top of the bracket, we have a Tiger-on-Tiger matchup. Just give me the higher seed in LSU to win that matchup. Then we have Colorado Buffaloes against Spartans. Buffalo wins that easily. Then we have Cougar-on-Cougar matchup, as I already mentioned, so just give me the higher seed in BYU. Then we have Alabama. I'm using the elephant, obviously, against UConn Husky. Husky stands no chance. Then, Sweet 16, we have LSU Tigers against a Colorado Buffalo. And some people might say that a Tiger could beat a Buffalo, but I'm just saying the Buffalo is just so much bigger. I think it could just stomp on it and then eat it. So give me the Buffaloes. Give me one Buffalo to beat one Tiger in that matchup. Then on the bottom we have Bama Elephant over the Cougar of BYU. And we have a great matchup, actually. Two gargantuan animals in the Elite Eight. We have the Buffaloes of Colorado facing off against Elephants of Alabama. Give me the Buffalo to win in that matchup. So that then brings us to the Final Four, in which on the left side we have Missouri Tigers against Colorado Buffaloes. And Colorado already gone against LSU, a Tiger. They're experienced, and I think they will win this one against the Tigers of Missouri in advance of the final. On the right side, we have Purdue Boilermakers, which are trains, against Drexel Dragons. Dragon flying will be able to exert its dominance over the train. And then in the final, we have Colorado Buffaloes against the Drexel Dragons. And obviously, the 16th seed will come out on top and win the national championship for our mascot bracket. Comment down below who you thought should have won in this mascot bracket. Do you guys agree that it should be the 16th seed Drexel Dragons? Comment down below anything you think I got wrong. Be sure to like the video, and we will see you in the next one.